You want something cooked, you'll have to do it yourself. I'm running late.
Look, about last night, Gail.
Oh, Martin, let's just forget it, shall we?
Look, if I upset you, I'm really sorry, OK?
If you upset me? You mean there's some doubt in your mind?
Oh, come on, Gail. We both said things we're probably sorry for. You had a bit to drink.
Oh, so you're saying it was my fault? That I was drunk?
No! No, no. No, you're right, Gail. Just forget about it, eh?
Don't see I've got anything to apologise for, Martin. You're the one who turned nasty.
Yes, and I've said I'm sorry, so you can take it or leave it, OK?
And that's supposed to make it all right, is it?
No, no, it's not all right, Gail. In fact, there's very little about this marriage that's all right. But quite frankly, I haven't got the energy or the inclination to do much about it this morning, OK?
I've waited so long for this. Now that it's actually here...
It'll be fine, love. It'll be over before you know it. And your name will be cleared once and for all.
Oh, wish I could be sure of that.
Well, you heard what the solicitor said. The evidence is so overwhelming that the prosecution aren't even going to oppose the appeal.
Even so, I've got a bad feeling about this, Ken.
Deirdre and Rashid.
Good luck.
And I've got to say, please come in. What a great pleasure it is to welcome you to Weatherfield Fresco. And this is my office.
You know, Norman, Fresco prides itself on giving our staff the skill and motivation to reach their full potential.
Yes, I know, yes.
Have you any idea how much of our training budget was spent on the Forward with Fresco weekend?
I'm not sure.
Take a guess.
10%?
Well, I suppose that explains why you and your colleagues approached the whole thing in such a cavalier fashion.
Well, we did our best.
With the exception of Nita Desai, your collective best was a joke.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
And that raises some important questions with regard to your own management skills.
Well, you're right, of course. We were terrible, and it won't happen again, I promise.
Good. Well, I'm glad we understand each other. Well, while I'm here, I may as well wander round.
Hey, how did it go last night? You and Martin?
I think we were both a bit tired.
Oh, come on. You were raring to go when you left the Rovers. And you certainly had enough Dutch courage inside you.
Why does everybody assume I was drunk? I was not drunk.
All right. Just, just mind my own business.
I'm sorry, Alma. Maybe I did have too much to drink. Certainly got a thumping head this morning.
So, I take it that things didn't go according to plan?
You could say that. In fact, Martin made it perfectly clear how ridiculous he found the whole idea of me.
Oh, nothing. I wish I'd kept my great gob shut.
Are you all right, Gail?
Yeah. You know, I think she's got a bad headache.
Well, you can take your break now if you like.
Can she? Come on, let's get on, eh?
Thank you, Roy. I'm sorry.
No, it's no problem.
Come on then, right, lad. How much did we make?
Well, your sponsored silence. Yeah, no, I did have a note of it somewhere.
Oh, come on, let's have it.
Oh, here it is. £103.57. I'm not quite sure how the 57 pence came about.
You see, Emily, that's what we can do when we all pull together as a community.
So what exactly happened? I mean, that's if you feel like talking about it.
He was so cold, Alma. Accused me of being a hypocrite. Thinking I could walk back in after all this time with a few drinks inside me and make everything all right. Just because I felt like it.
Oh, I suppose it was just a stupid idea. Oh.
It's not your fault. It was my decision. And it's made me realise what a terrible mess we've got ourselves into.
But I mean, when did this all start? I mean, was it when you were hassling about the vasectomy?
Seemed like it. Who knows when a marriage starts to go wrong, Alma?
Oh, come on, that is just defeatist talk. I mean, things might be difficult, but I'm sure in his heart Martin still loves you.
I sometimes think he does. Sometimes I just get on his nerves. There's one thing for sure after last night. He don't fancy me anymore.
Oh, I hope you've made a pot. I can't stand people who just dunk tea bags. You never get a decent cup of tea like that.
Well, we all have different tastes, Blanche.
I presume that's your way of saying that I can make me own. Folk would understand you and like you a lot better, Rita, if you spoke to 'em straight.
Right. Talking of which, where have you put the slim panatellas?
What? Them little cigars?
Yes.
Never touched 'em.
Then where are they? They should be up there, top left-hand side.
Well, we must have sold out. I told you before you should let me do the stock taking. It's a job that requires an orderly mind.
Blanche, it may surprise you to know that all the years I've had this shop, I've managed to keep it stocked and my customers satisfied without too much difficulty. And I knew where everything was till you came through that door.
Well, I don't know what you're getting so stroppy about. So, you've misplaced a few packets of cigars. It could happen to anybody.
No, let's get this straight. I haven't misplaced anything.
Are you accusing me? Because I won't stand here and be accused. Not when I've come here at your particular request to help you out of a jam.
My particular what?
I stepped into the breach and this is all the gratitude I get.
Wait a minute, Blanche.
No! You wait a minute, Rita. Now, I've put up with your moods and your mithering long enough. Lord knows I am a patient soul, but you would drive a saint to distraction. Well, I've had enough. I'm off. And you needn't start begging me to stay. My mind's made up. You can find someone else to work here.
So, are you really going out with him? Baldwin's lad?
Might be. Who's she going out with?
Mike, Baldwin's lad.
Going out with Baldwin's son? I don't believe it. Why don't you just stick an advert in the Gazette, Tyre?
There's no wrong with him. I think he's a right nice lad.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Unlike his old man.
And he's generous.
Well, he can afford to be with what he's got coming to him.
Money's not everything, you know. Yeah, well, you won't find me living in a crummy bedsit on love. No, I want someone with a bit of style, me. And do you know what? I reckon Mark might just fit the bill.
Hey, I can't wait to tell them girls. Does his old man know yet?
No, I don't think so. Linda's already stuck her oar in.
Yeah, well, take no notice of her. Because you've got the young un, and she's stuck with that old fella, isn't she? Them to have a nose pushed out her joint.
Seems when you get to 40, everything just falls apart.
Oh, don't be so daft.
I'm so much older than him.
Well, that'll only make a difference if you let it. Besides, when he thought you were pregnant, he was delighted, wasn't he?
I couldn't cope with another baby.
But if he had thought your marriage had had it, I mean, he wouldn't have been so pleased at the prospect of another child now, would he?
I suppose not.
Well, that must tell you something about how he's feeling.
Yeah, it's what he says that worries me.
I mean, in a row, people say all sorts of things they don't mean. We all have.
I know.
And then once this bad feeling between you, your sex life just goes out the window.
I made a right mess of things, haven't I?
Look, the important thing now is to stop feeling sorry for yourself and just do something about it.
You're right, Alma. It's up to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't pinch me.
Well, you heard what the judge said. Your conviction is quashed. John Lindsay's out of your life forever.
Well, I didn't understand half the legal jargon. And that judge, I was sure he'd taken against me.
Yeah, well, he was a bit stern and serious, but that's how judges are supposed to be.
Do you know, it brought it all back standing in the dock. I thought they were going to lock me up.
Well, it's all over now. Ah, girlie. I was just wondering if I might have a quick word if you're not too busy.
Yes, mate, what can I do for you?
Well, as you know, I have become involved in trying to organise the local Millennium celebration. And, well, fundraising is, of course, a pressing issue. So, what we wanted to do was to interest local businesses in a sponsorship scheme.
So, this just a routine visit then?
Not as such. I wanted to do some follow-up on the Forward with Fresco weekend.
Good idea.
You made a big impression, you know that, don't you, Nita?
I was only one of a team, James.
Which is why I wanted to have a word with you. There's a job coming up at head office. Now, I know you haven't been with us that long, and it'd be quite a step up the ladder. But I've a feeling you might be ready for it.
Ready for what exactly?
It's a new post, area supervisor. But I was thinking perhaps we could get together and I could fill you in on all the details.
That'd be great.
I was thinking dinner, next week sometime.
Yes. Yes.
Great. I'll give you a ring.
Just a small contribution.
Roy, I am not paying for half of Weatherfield to have a booze up.
But the main point of the celebration is for us all, together, to leap forward into the new age. Surely you want Fresco's to be part of that?
What I want is never to hear the words forward and Fresco in the same sentence ever again.
Hey, what do you make of the big romance then, Mr. Baldwin?
Sorry?
Oh, well, Leanne and you're mine.
No, you're kidding.
No.
I sincerely hope you are.
Aye. He's a lovely lad. And she's an attractive girl. Nature's only taking its course.
We're a little scheming for your Leanne.
Oh, you afraid she might beat you to altar, are you? Get herself legally hitched to the son and her and leave you waiting in the wings.
I'd have thought your Leanne had enough trouble with marriage the first time round.
Shut up, Janice. Less of the gossip and more of the work, all right?
Oh, hello, love.
All right, Janice.
I want a word with you in the office.
I'll just finish unloading the van.
Now! You see the position you put me in?
What?
I've got Janice Battersby telling all and sundry that you and her Leanne are an item.
It's nothing, Dad. Just a bit of fun.
What, slumming it with some cheap little barmaid?
I'm not slumming it. And anyway, who else is around here?
Well, smarten yourself up a bit. Go into town. Go to university. They got bars and discos there. Find yourself a bird with a bit of class.
I don't understand why you're being such a snob about this. I mean, what's Linda? A factory girl.
I started from the bottom and so did she. That suits us, but it's not what I want for you.
Well, I'm sorry, Dad. You can want what you like. But I'll choose my own girlfriends if you don't mind.
I must say, Gail, you're looking a lot better.
Thanks, Roy. It's just a bit of a headache.
That's what this Millennium celebration's becoming for me.
Well, I think you're doing a grand job. Roy, I know this is a bit of a cheek, but do you mind if I finish early today?
No. You'll come to the meeting, though.
Probably not.
Well, an early night is probably advisable.
Hello, could I book a table for two, please? For tonight? About 7-ish?
So what are you doing later then?
After closing, sleeping.
Sounds a bit boring.
Not necessarily.
All right, Dad. What are you having?
Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like a meal out. Just the two of us.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe another time, eh?
Yeah, but we never seem to get any chance to talk, you know, just you and me.
To tell you the truth, I'm knackered. You work me too hard. I'm planning an early night.
Well, I'd be very careful if I was you. In my experience, there are some women that'll bleed you dry as soon as look at you.
Hey, Michael, you're not stopping?
Sorry, Fred.
What got me was he was so arrogant. He walked round like he owned the place.
Well, of course he did. He's on the board.
I think he just wanted to see me grovel.
Oh, no, I hope you're obliged.
Norris! Norris, call us. I live and breathe. I never thought I'd see you around here again.
Well, life blows us hither and thither, Fred, and you never know where you're going to pitch up.
What do you have?
Oh, a scotch with an old pal would be very welcome.
Make it a double. Right. So, what's brought you back round here?
Well, at the time I caught up with a few old friends, them that are left.
There's a lot gone, you know. And how's business?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Although I must say, I do miss the old days. Square dealers. We had some laughs, didn't we, Fred?
Hey, we did that. I said we did that.
Yeah.
So, how have you been since you split up with Angela?
Well, I can't tell a lie. My circumstances have altered somewhat.
So, how have you been making ends meet then?
Oh, doing a bit of this, a bit of that. Oh, I don't know. I'll do anything decent and legal.
Yeah.
Well, here's to British justice.
I'm not sure if I want to drink to that. I mean, it took long enough to happen.
Future, then? Our future?
Now, that's more like it.
You know, I've been doing some serious thinking. I mean, I never dreamt that we'd get back together again. And in some ways now, well, feels like we've never been apart. And not many people get a second bite at the cherry. So, well, I was wondering...
I've been doing some thinking as well, Ken. After all this business, I never thought I'd be happy again. But I am. With you. Just the way we are. Let's not tempt fate, eh?
No, well, I wouldn't want to do that. Still, now that the slate is wiped clean, you can get a job wherever you like.
Oh, I don't know. I'm a creature of habit. I think I'll stop where I am for now.
Right, that's a better order.
It doesn't mean I don't love you, you know.
I know.
I'll be honest with you, Fred. Some days I wonder why I bother getting up in the morning.
Hey, now, what kind of talk's that?
That's how I feel.
Adversity visits us all from time to time, but it's how you deal with it, isn't it?
Is it?
Fresh goes. Just had this weekend I took to be an ordinary corporate bash. You know, bit of golf, bit of this, bit of business. Turns out times have changed. That is yompit moors in middle at night.
No.
I tell you, I thought I breathed my last. But that experience taught me something, Norris.
What?
The power of positive thinking. I walked off that moor a changed man. Well, when I say I walked off, to tell the truth, I was carried off, but that's incidental.
Yeah, I'm glad I bumped into you, Fred. You've bucked me up.
Have I?
Yeah.
Well, anything to help a friend in need. Fancy another?
Nope. I'll get him.
Ah.
Can I just have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? The meeting to discuss the proposed alternative Millennium Party...
Is he still trying to con money out of it?
Load of money.
The meeting to discuss the proposed...
Now listen up! We're going to discuss the Millennium Party. So if you don't want to take part, keep your gobs shut.
What about you shutting your gob?
I'm speaking up here, Janice, on behalf of the community. Over to you, Roy, lad.
Right, well, I suppose we ought to begin by discussing the various themes that our celebrations could take. Any ideas?
Getting legless?
That's a good one.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Martin Platt.
Oh, I think he's just gone. If you're quick, you might still catch him in the car park.
Oh, OK. Thanks.
What about pop stars? That's a good theme.
Yeah, Roy does a very good Elvis impersonation.
Only in private.
Well, now, look, maybe we should go for something wider, like famous people.
Yeah, we could all dress up.
No, I think Jeffrey's got a very good point. We could do historical figures and contemporary figures, and that way you'd have the widest possible range.
Well, when we're all dressed up like, what are we going to do?
Drink beer. Except you can't if the pub's shut.
Hey, he's got a point there. What do you reckon, Vinny, lad?
It's not up to me. I'll have to speak to Natalie.
Well, there seems more enthusiasm than I thought.
Well, you started it. You got them all going, Roy.
Yeah, with a little bit of help from Les Battersby.
There you go, Rita. Oh, thanks, Lil. Good night, cheers.
Thanks, Fred. I need this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Can't run that cabin on my own.
Hello, Rita.
Norris, didn't know you were still around.
Hey, have just thought. Perhaps Norris here might be able to help.
Norris?
Well, he's very experienced in the retail trade. She's short-handed in shop.
Norris already has a job.
But it's only part-time, commission only.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we...
I know we've had our differences in the past, Rita, but, I mean, you're looking at a change, man.
I think what would help is for someone to come in first thing and do papers for her.
Oh, well, I'm always up to the lark, me.
At 5:30?
No problem.
Well, after Blanche, anything would be an improvement.
I mean, obviously you want to try a run just for a couple of weeks. And...
As long as we're agreed, it's only temporary.
Oh, you won't regret it.
Martin? Martin?